Go there. Go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Bear Lake Sports are presented by Gary H. Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake and beyond. Leonard Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel sides and fixtures. Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier. And Fast and Friendly Car Wash. New ownership, new equipment, and new name.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Discover
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Bear Lake High School basketball. It's senior night. The Bear Lake boys hosting the South Fremont Cougars, the final game of the year at home and of the regular season for the Bear Lake boys and the South Fremont Cougars in town. These two teams last met a long time ago, back in early December. That game was played in South Fremont back many, many moons ago. And the South Fremont Cougars came up with the win.
It was back on December 5th, in fact.
And yeah, that seems like a different.
That was many moons ago.
A different world ago. And lots has happened since then in the 2 months. That game was a final score of 58-50 in favor of South Fremont. Tate Ewing did not play in that game. He sprained his wrist in a game just before that and was out for that game for the Bear Lake Bears. Lisa, you've got the stats pulled up there. Who did the scoring for the Cougars in that game?
Brower did a lot of scoring in that game. He scored 21. Reynolds had 15. And then Farley had 8, 6 for Hill, 3 for Gordo, 3 for Thewison, and 2 for Abeglin.
Sure. Yeah. Excuse me.
They were 6 out of 27 from the three-point line. That foul shooting looks pretty good. 14 out of 16, 87%. 13 out of 30 from the two-point range for 43% in that game.
Sorry, we're doing some producing live here as we go, as the Maddox Lufkin is going to do the player introductions tonight. So they came up to give us the paper, and I was passing it off. So sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, the foul shooting you already mentioned, huge, 14 out of 16. They got to the line a lot, and they made them. 6 made three-point shots. 6 out of 27 is not a great stat as far as percentage-wise, but 6 made three-pointers is a big stat. So Bears will hope to slow down Brower. He was 2 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 foul shots for Brower in that game.
Yeah.
And then 2 out of 10 from the three-point line, but he got himself to the foul line. That was important, and he ended up with those 21 points. All right, who did the damage for the Bear Lake Bears?
13 for Anderson in that game, 10 for Birch, 9 for Tafoya, 8 for Roberts, 4 for Argyle, and 4 for Robison. And they shot 42% from the two-point range. They were 6 for 25, so 24% from the three-point range, very similar. But 8 out of 16, 50% from the foul line.
And so the 6 points, it was an 8-point game, and 6 of the 8 points that the South Fremont Cougars won by were foul shots, because they were 14 out of 16. The Bears were 8 out of 16. Mm-hmm. They both shot the same amount of foul shots. The Cougars just made them, and that made the difference in that game.
Yep.
So mostly it was a guard-oriented game on both ends, as Anderson, the leading scorer for the Bears, and Brower, a guard, the leading scorer for the South Fremont Cougars. We'll see if it's how different this game is. A lot has happened since then for both teams, as the Bears will have Tate Ewing for this game and have come a long way since they were in South Fremont back in early December. The Cougars.
And you want to know who sent Brower to the line? Anderson. He fouled out of the game, and Birch had 4. Tafoya and Argyle each had 3, so he knew where to drive, I guess.
So these South Fremont Cougars have played a lot of the same teams the Bear Lake Bears have, and similar results. The only difference is South Fremont beat Snake River, and Firth and Bear Lake has lost to those 2 teams. They beat Snake River, though, before Snake had their whole team back together and healthy, and so Bears played a different version of the Snake River team than did South Fremont. So this is the final game of the regular season. What's up next for the Bear Lake Bears? The Bear Lake Bears are headed to the district tournament. They will be playing in Snake River on Monday night, 7 p.m. In Snake River, Monday night at 7 versus the Snake River Panthers. That is game 1 of the district tournament, 1 seed versus 4 seed. Meanwhile, on Monday night at 7, the Marsh Valley Eagles will travel to American Falls to take on the American Falls Beavers in the 2 versus 3 matchup. I think everybody expects that game especially to be close. The Marsh Valley Eagles lost to American Falls by 1 in their first matchup. The second matchup was a little bit more lopsided. But Marsh Valley is playing better this last couple of games. They had a great game against Bear Lake last night, winning by 20. And they played Snake River down to the wire in a recent game. So the Marsh Valley Eagles are going to head to American Falls, looking to pull off the upset there. And so we'll see what happens. And the Bears obviously are capable of playing with Snake River. Snake River, very good team. And they will be heavily favored. They beat Bear Lake by over 25 points both times they played. So, but you never know what could happen. I was talking to some different people around the district. Nobody would be surprised if there's upsets in this district tournament because these 4 teams are a little bit more closely matched than maybe the results have indicated to this point in the season. So that's what's going on in boys basketball. Meanwhile, the wrestlers are on their way home from Teton right now. They had a match in Teton today. They wrestled at 1 o'clock. Haven't heard any results, but they are on their way home. So that ends their season. Their district tournament starts next week. The wrestlers, the boys, will go to Marsh Valley on Thursday for their district tournament. The boys wrestling team in Marsh Valley Thursday. A couple of Bears should qualify for state. Maddox, what's his last name?
I don't know.
Bloxham.
Mason,
not Maddox. Mason Bloxham. My mind went completely blank. I could see the kid's face, could not think of his name. Mason Bloxham and
Ross McPherson.
Thank you. Ross McPherson are the 2 that should qualify for state one way or another because they're in shape to be wild cards, most likely wild cards if they don't win their way into the state tournament outright. So we've got a couple of boys, and there's some others that could do some damage, could end up wrestling themselves into the state tournament. We'll just have to see how that goes. On the girls' side of things, they will travel to Preston on Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday nights for the girls' wrestling district tournament. And Sammy Harper should easily qualify for state there. She's a fantastic wrestler, has been doing very well. So good luck to her. She's got 115 wins in her career and looking for more and looking to add some state hardware and a district championship and then some state hardware is what she'd like to do. And we'll see how the rest of the girls do in the tournament. It's a little bit harder for girls to qualify for state simply because it's not just other 4A schools. They have to wrestle every school in Southeast Idaho in the 5th district. I shouldn't say every school in Southeast Idaho. I should say every 5th.
At every level. So 1A, 2A, 3A, all of them combined.
All the way up to 6A. So if there's a girl from Highland that's wrestling, she is competing in the tournament, same district tournament. So very difficult to qualify as a girl for state, but good luck to all of our team next Friday and Saturday. As far as girls basketball, they've already taken care of business and qualified for the state tournament. They will begin their state tournament run on Thursday. And I just thought of the fact that, Marsh Valley, we probably should have a result anytime. I'll try to look that up in our next break. Marsh Valley played today to see if they earned their way into the state tournament. we know the Bears are there. We know the Bears will be the 2 seed. We just don't know for sure who they'll play because a lot depended on that Marsh Valley versus McCall-Donnelly game. And so we'll try to get you a result. And if Marsh Valley won, then the Bears play Filer. If McCall-Donnelly won, I think the Bears would play McCall-Donnelly. Or
yes. They won that game between.
If McCall-Donnelly beats Marsh Valley,
right,
then the Bears would likely play McCall in that first round. I think I'd have to look for sure at the schedule, but anyway, the Bears start their state tournament run. First round next Thursday night, 7 o'clock, versus either Filer or somebody. So we'll let you know as soon as we know. But they'll play at 7 o'clock, and they'll be the favorite. Whoever they play in that game, the Bears will be the favorite to start their defense of their runner-up spot. They were the runner-ups last year. They're looking to get back to that game to see if they can face off against the Sugar Salem Diggers again. The Bears would love to get back to that championship game against Sugar Salem and get a chance to avenge the 2 losses from the regular season and the loss last year in the championship game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what's going on. And then don't forget Cheer. Cheer has already qualified for state. And the Bear Lake cheerleaders will be going to the state tournament next in 2 weeks. They play at state in 2 weeks. They take on the rest of the state. It's a judged event. They don't have on the state website. They don't have an update yet. And I don't see a score yet on that game. Anyway, the cheerleaders will be competing in 2 weeks while the wrestling team is at state as well. They'll be at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. They won the district title in their show cheer. They qualified for state. They were the number 2 team in the district as far as trophy, but they were the number 1 team as far as all-girl team. And so that's how they qualified for state. Is they're the number 1 all-girl team in the district, and they'll go with a chance to bring home a banner up at the state cheer competition in Idaho Falls.
Marsh Valley won
2 weeks,
52-48.
Oh, close game.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Marsh Valley. That puts them in most likely as the number 4 seed. They'll take on Fruitland. That means Timberlake will take on Weiser, and that puts Bear Lake taking on Filer. And Sugar Salem taking on Kimberly.
Kimberly, yep.
So that should lock in the playoffs for the state title. So the cheerleaders and the girls basketball are already trying to play for their state tournament lives starting next week, and then the boys basketball team starting their district tournament, and same with the wrestling teams starting their district tournaments. It's hard to believe we're already wrapping it up. This is the end of the basketball season. Today's the last basketball game likely to be in this gym, unless there's several upsets, because the Bears would have to win 2 in a row. They'd have to win Monday in Snake River, and then turn around and go on the road and win again in order to host a game in this gym. So the Bears likely not coming back to this gym for a game until next season after today. But you never know.
Never know.
Stranger things have happened. All right, we've got tip-off coming up here in a couple minutes. Keys to the game. I haven't warned Lisa we were going to do this, so I'll give you a minute to think about it while I give my key to the game. You know what? I think the Bears need to, I don't know how to say this, play like they have, like they know they can. Against American Falls, against Teton, the Bears have come out and played fantastic basketball. They've played great interior defense. They've shot the ball well. They've shared the ball well and played really good team basketball. And in those games, they nearly knocked off the number 2 and the number 4 teams in the state when they played their style of basketball. When they played the defense-first basketball in Snake River, they stayed with Snake River for a couple of the quarters in that game. And Snake is not by the Max Preps rankings because they had injuries early in the year, but I think Snake is definitely a top 3 or 4 team in the entire state, maybe number 2 behind Sugar Salem.
I would agree.
So the Bears are capable, and the Bears in the first half last night showed that. They were up by a point over in Marsh Valley, 25-24 as they went into halftime, and it wasn't until Marsh Valley started knocking down their threes. Marsh ended up winning the game by 20, and they made 8 3-pointers in the second half. That's 24 points. that was more than the difference in the game. If you take even half those three-pointers off the board, that's a totally different game. On the other side, the USAA Phillips 66 three-point shot was not friendly to the Bear Lake Bears, as they were unable to convert last night from the three-point line. So hopefully that will be different today, and the Bear Lake Bears will be able to get on the board early and often and be able to stay with these
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with USAA Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 304 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old. Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Bear Lake Sports are presented by Gary H. Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake and beyond. Leonard Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel sides and fixtures. Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier. And Fast and Friendly Car Wash. New ownership, new equipment, and new name.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back to Bear Lake High School. Time for the starting lineups for tonight's game, the South Fremont Cougars and the Bear Lake Bears. Starting for South Fremont first, Nash Brower. He is the leading scorer in South Fremont. He had 21 points for the South Fremont Cougars. Number 1, Creston Carpenter. Number 2, Cy Hill. Number 4, Kyler Hurt. And number 23, Tayson Farley. John Tucker is the head coach for the South Fremont Cougars.
And now get on your feet for your Bear Lake Bears.
Now the starting lineups for the Bear Lake Bears.
Ball taker, shot maker, number 1.
And they're starting the seniors tonight. Austin DeFoya, a 5'8 senior. Number 3, 5'11 senior Caden Anderson. And number 5, senior Jaden Saxton. He's a 5'10 senior. The Bears have gone small the last few games and played a lot of small ball with Jaden Saxton and Austin Tafoya and Caden Anderson all on the court at the same time. And they are starting tonight as seniors, but that is actually how they've been playing a lot recently anyway. Broxton Birch, number 22. He is a junior, 6'3 junior. And then Tate Ewing, his last couple games have been fantastic. The 6'2 junior starting for the Bear Lake Bears as well. So those are your starters. Tate Ewing, like I mentioned, did not play in the game in South Fremont. Caden Anderson, the leading scorer for the Bears. And Brower, the leading scorer for the South Fremont Cougars up there in St. Anthony back in December. Brox Birch will step in against Hill. Cy Hill will jump it up for the Cougars, and Bears will be going left to right as you hear it and we see it. Bears in their home white uniform with black numerals, and the South Fremont Cougars in their road blacks with red numerals. And we're underway. Birch controls the tip, but it goes to Carpenter, and the South Fremont Cougars will have the ball first. Brower goes to Hill. Hill 3 on the way. No good, misses everything, but it goes in the hand of Hurt. Hurt back up front, and Brower shoots the 3. It's no good. Rebound to Tate Ewing for the Bears. And the 2 USA Field 66 3-point attempts to start this game for the South Fremont Cougars are no good. And the Bear Lake Bears get the rebound and have the ball. And their first opportunity to score. Nice move by Saxton underneath
Great
to Birch.
pass inside. Oh!
A lot of contact. Birch loses the ball. No call. And here come the South Fremont Cougars with it. And a bad pass turnover goes right to Caden Anderson. He gets the steal. Caden down the lane. Shot up. No good. Birch with the rebound. He has the ball knocked away on the putback. Saxton tries to save it, but it'll be South Fremont basketball. And a lot of contact on both the opportunities for Birch inside early in this game. 0-0 ball game, 7:13 left. South Fremont basketball. Hurt in the corner, looking for some help. He finally gets it out to Carpenter and now to Brower. Brower is going to lob baseline. It goes underneath to Hill. Hill come back up top. Brower to Hurt. Hurt long 3 on the way. That one's good. There's the USA Field 66 3-point bucket. The first USA Field 66 3-point make of the game. They were 0 for 2 before that. They like to shoot a lot of threes.
Coming into the game is Reynolds replacing Carpenter.
So the 3-0 lead after the USA Field 66 3-point shot lived to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. And then Anderson throws it away, but Tafoya and Birch are able to hustle and save it. Tafoya all the way the other way, misses the layup. Shot rebound taken down by Hill. And here come the Cougars. Brower's going to drive the lane and lose it out of bounds. It will be Bear Lake basketball off the back of Brower. Birch will inbound on the baseline as the Bears force the turnover. Tafoya loses the ball, picks it back up. He'll drive, kick to Saxton. Saxton, nice move. Jump shot up and no good. Rebound goes to Reynolds. Hill into the front court with it quickly. One made shot so far for both teams combined. Quickly goes inside. Layup is good. That is Farley. And a quick 30-second timeout taken by the South Fremont Cougars. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
High school sports coverage lives here on the SVI Sports Network. Let's get back to the game.
South Fremont leads at 5-0, 6:03 left in the first period. Bears over. They've had a couple good looks at it, but they've also turned it over a couple times. And Saxton gets it ahead to Tafoya. Tafoya gets the foul call. Let's see if they count the bucket or not.
He did, yes. And a great assist by Saxton.
I was looking at the wrong official. I was looking for the underneath official. He just kept his hand in the air. It was the outside official that called the foul. Tafoya will go to the line. He'll shoot for a chance for a three-point play. And it's good, and it's 5-3 with 5:59 left. That was a nice move by Tafoya after the pass from Saxton. And the Bears get on the board. It's just a 2-point game. Hill and Brower playing catch with it up top. And foul on Anderson.
Got him in the eye.
As Brower reversed the court to make the pass and came underneath Caden Anderson's arm and drew the foul. The Bears really extending their defense on Brower. They know what he did to him in South Fremont, and so they're picking him up out deep. He goes to Hill. Hill inside to Reynolds. Reynolds back to Brower. Brower drives on Saxton. He'll have to pull it back out. He goes to Hurt. Now to Brower. Brower drives across the lane and draws the foul. And that was one that Brower drew the foul. It was Saxton had pretty good position on him, but Brower with an up and under move draws the contact and gets himself to the line. And he's nearly perfect from there. Was it 9 out of 10 in South Fremont? Is that what he had?
I don't remember.
I think it was
9
out of 10.
It was pretty high, yeah.
He extends the lead for the Cougars to 3. Make it 4 as he goes 2 for 2. And Caden Anderson gets it to Birch in the front court. Birch all the way to the hoop. And he's fouled by Reynolds. Reynolds thought he had a clean block, but it'll send Birch to the foul line.
That's Reynolds' first. It's their second team foul.
And Brox Birch will shoot 2. 5:22 remaining in the first. Birch makes the first trip to the foul line, second trip to the foul line for the Bears. They made their first. They have one more right here for Birch in the 7-4. Make it 7-5 ball game as Birch goes 2 for 2. And Brower brings in the front court, goes to Hill. Hill in the corner. The three-point shot on the way, good to Farley. Farley makes the USAA Phil 66 three-point make. The second USAA Phil 66 three-point shot of the game for the South Fremont Cougars. And they lead it 10-5. Phillips 66 USAV, where your convenience is our pleasure. Brock Birch tries the three. It's no good. Brower comes up with the rebound. Quickly in the front court with it. He goes to Hill. Hill over to Farley. Farley back up top. Brower. Brower to Hurt. Hurt open long three. No good. Rebound to Tate Ewing. They are a three-point heavy team. They shoot a lot of them from out there. Nice move by Saxton, but they said he traveled. He had his man beat, but he took an extra step on his way to the rim. And it's South Fremont basketball with 4:37 left in the first period. The Cougars leading by a score of 10-5. Brower to Farley. Farley for 2 off the backboard and in. It's a 7-point lead, 12-5. The Cougars are shooters. They don't miss a lot of shots. And they have the 7-point lead in the very early going over the Bear Lake Bears. Birch with it. Dribble handoff to Tafoya. Tafoya will go to Anderson. Anderson waits for Ewing to come up and get the ball inside to Birch. Birch is fouled. He draws another one. Good contact inside. This might be to see who can get the foul line more in this game, Brower or Birch.
Yeah. Reynolds picking up his third team foul.
And that was similar to the Brower foul on the other end. He waited until, Reynolds had good position there, but Birch went up and forced the contact and draws the foul. Makes the foul shot. And the Bears have now scored 4 of their 6 points from the foul line. Tafoya, the only bucket.
All right. And coming into the game, I don't know who 20 is. Number 10 is Abeglin. Sorry.
And for the Bears coming on the court, Roberts and Robison. Both foul shots are good for Birch, and it's 12-7. Bears trailing by 5. Hill back up top to Brower, and now over to number 20. Well, let's go with Goodmanson.
Okay.
Because that's number 20 down on the JV. Farley with another 2. He's got 7 in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Farley gets the bucket, and the Cougars back up by 7 at 14-7. Ewing drives, and he'll go to Birch baseline. Birch up with it. Good. Nice move by Birch. Nice find by Ewing. Give Ewing the assist. Give Birch the bucket. And it's 14-9. Brower for 3. No good. Birch secures the rebound. And here come the Bears. 14-9 ball game on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Anderson goes to Robinson. Back up top. Ewing, he traveled. Yeah, he did. Pump faked and drug his foot trying to get started.
All right, Farley coming out of the game. In for him is Hurt. Back inside.
Brower will bring the ball into the front court for the South Fremont Cougars. And he goes over to Hill. Hill goes in the corner to Hurt. And back up top, they swing it to Brower. Brower now to the left wing. Goodmanson, foul line jumper, good. And we're guessing, by the way. If we're wrong, we are sorry, but that's the number we have for number 20 is Goodmanson. And that the ball now knocked away from Birch, picked up by Goodmanson. He'll stop in the backcourt and then get it to Brower. And up by 7, the South Fremont Cougars set their offense. Beglin was out of bounds when he caught that pass, and so it goes as a turnover. Bears basketball, 16-9 game. A lot of offense, not a lot of defense in this first period as the Bears get it to Birch. Birch goes inside to Robinson. Brower takes it away. Quickly up ahead to Hurt. Hurt has his shot partially blocked, I think, by Ewing, so misses the layup. And Anderson the other way to Robinson. Robinson down the lane, spins with it, and he's going to be tied up. Jump ball. It'll still stay Bear Lake basketball. As the Bears will have it on the baseline, down by 7, 16-9, 2:02 left in the first period. Lob comes up top to Roberts. Roberts cross court to Ewing. Ewing spins down the lane, gets it to Birch.
Oh, that would have been a beautiful pass.
Through his hands, Birch says, hey, that's my bad. I should have had that one. As I think Birch was setting to get the rebound, and it went through his hands and out of bounds. A Beglin turnaround foul line jumper, no good. Rebound to Birch. Birch will push it in the front court to Ewing. Ewing down the lane, turnaround jump, no good. Rebound to Hill. 1:38 left in the period, 16-9. Hill will go to Brower. Brower cross court, Hill in the corner, a Beglin, Brower, a Beglin. Drive, kick to Hill, inside to Goodmanson, kick to Hill. Turnaround and jump ball, it'll stay South Fremont basketball as Ewing tied up Hill. 15-second shot clock.
Farley coming back in for Hill.
And Farley, while he was out there at the beginning of the game, scored 9, make it a dozen. He's got 12 already in the first period as he gets the U-save. Phillips 66 3-point shot to go. He's already got 2 of those. He's got a dozen points on the night. 19-9 in favor of the South Fremont Cougars, and it's the shooting of Mr. Farley that has done it for the Cougars. Ewing with the ball in the corner.
What in the world?
Hey, Robinson misses the shot. Rebound is going to go to nobody until Anderson gets it in the backcourt, as there was a fight for the ball. Anderson now down the lane, layup no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, he'll shoot a pair. So I think that what in the world, I think was a attempt to draw a foul, and the official didn't see enough contact to draw the foul.
Beglin picking up his first.
Anderson will shoot his first foul shot, no good. That is first miss from the foul line for the Bears. They've had 5 foul shots go down before that one. It's 19-9 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Robinson secures the rebound off the miss. Anderson drives, shoots, misses again, and the rebound goes to Farley. Anderson had a couple good looks at it, trip down the court, can't get it to go. At the other end, Brower goes to the line. He draws the foul again. He's good at that, gets himself to the foul line a lot. He'll shoot 2.
That goes on Ewing, his first.
31.7 seconds left in the first period, 19-9 in favor of the Cougars. They have a chance to extend that lead. Brower misses. He's now 2 out of 3 from the foul line in this game. He still can put the Cougars over the 20-point mark for the first quarter with a foul shot here, and he misses them both. Ewing with the rebound. That's more misses in the first quarter from the foul line than he had in the entire game, and as many misses from the foul line in first quarter for the Cougars as they had in the entire game as a team. But the ball is stolen away by the Cougars, and then Robinson is going to draw fouls. Him and Farley get their feet tangled in the backcourt.
That'll be Robinson's first and their 4th team foul.
So the Cougars have the ball with 16 seconds left in the period, a chance to extend their 10-point lead. They lead it 19-9. Brower is going to run some clock before he passes it over to Farley. Now back to Brower, 7 seconds. Now in the corner to Hurt. Hurt around the screen. Brower, long 3 on the way. Yeah. The USA Phillips 66 3-point shot just before the buzzer for Brower makes it 22-9. USA Phillips 66 live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. 13-point South Fremont lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the second quarter on the SVI Sports Network.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
22-9, courtesy of the USA Phillips 66 3-point bucket in that first quarter. Good, Brower makes one right at the buzzer. He now has 5 points in the game. Farley had a couple of 3-point shots. He's got a dozen in the game, and that's why the South Fremont Cougars are in the lead, is courtesy of the long ball. The Bears have yet to make a long one. In fact, the Bears only had 2 buckets. Their other 5 points to get to 9 all came from the foul line. And Birch, the leading scorer from the Bears. The Bears start the second quarter the way they started the game, with Tafoya, who going to the hoop, goes to Anderson. Out there with Anderson, Saxton, Ewing, and Birch. Ewing, foul line jumper, no good. Leaves it off the left side of the rim. Brower rebounds it, goes to Farley. Farley for 3, misses that one. In fact, misses everything. Birch secures the rebound. And the Bears come into the front court with it, and they'll go to Saxton. Saxton up top now to Anderson and to Ewing and to Tafoya. Bears swinging around the perimeter. Inside it goes to Birch. Birch loops around, no good. Rebound to Farley. And Brower will bring it in the front court and go to Hill, back to Brower. Brower to Farley, back to Hill, to Brower. He'll back it out, reset the offense. 24-second shot clock, 7:05 game clock here in the second quarter. Farley up top will go to Hill. Hill to Reynolds and to Brower. Reynolds out there with his 2 fouls. Brower misses. That probably should have been foul number 3 on Reynolds as he pushed Birch in the back, caused Birch to lose the ball. Birch steps out of bounds with it, and it will go as a rebound, team rebound, I guess you'd say, to the South Fremont Cougars, because not really a turnover, as nobody really secured it. Reynolds has the ball knocked away from him inside, but Brower picks it up. Hill now back to Brower. Brower fakes around the screen, goes up top. Farley Reynolds steps back to 3, spins and travels. Nice move there by Brox Birch to cut him off. He had to try to spin out of the defense and drug his pivot foot. It'll be Bears basketball. Neither team has scored in the second quarter. It's still 22-9 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, where you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Saxton now to Ewing. Ewing drives baseline, and he finally gets it up and in over Reynolds. Reynolds had to be careful with those 2 fouls.
And so much patience there on Ewing's part.
Waited till he got Reynolds out of the position with the pump fake. Now long 3-point shot from Hill, no good. Reynolds gets the rebound and then loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Bear Lake basketball. Good defense there by Birch to not let him get position, and Tafoya, I think, caused him to lose the dribble. So it's 22-11 in favor of the Cougars, but the Bears have the ball. Bears have the only points of the second quarter, the 2 by Ewing on the last possession. Ewing cross court to Tafoya. Tafoya drives, kicks to Saxton, now to Birch. Birch to Ewing out in 3-point range. Now Anderson. Bears pretty stagnant on offense on this possession. Not a lot of movement as Ewing goes down the lane. He's going to have to pass it out of there. Goes to Saxton. It's knocked away by Hurt. So the Bears have it, but they only have 5 seconds to get a shot off. And Tafoya will inbound on the sideline. Bears have 5 seconds to get a shot off. Anderson will shoot the 3. Off the backboard, off the rim, no good. Hill with the rebound. Farley to Brower. Brower up top to Reynolds. Reynolds will drive the lane, spin, shoot. Shot is blocked by Birch, but they whistle him for the foul with the body.
That's going to be his first.
And it will send Reynolds to the foul line with 5:15 left on the clock in an 11-point game. 22-11 in favor of the South Fremont Cougars. Reynolds' foul shot is good. He'll have one more. On this early evening game, I guess, as it is. I keep wanting to say tonight. It's not really tonight. It's not really afternoon. It's early evening, and Reynolds misses the second. Saxton with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Tafoya. Corner 3, no. Reynolds with the rebound. So the Bears had an opportunity for a transition 3. Tafoya can't get it to go. Brower at the other end kicks to Hill. Hill down the lane. Traveled with it. Good defense by the Bears. Ewing and Anderson cut him off, and he tried to spin out of it. He turns it over. Bears basketball. Bears down by a dozen. 4:59 left in the first half on senior night for the Bear Lake Bears. Saxton being guarded by Hurt out on the wing. He'll hand it to Tafoya. Tafoya now to Ewing and to Anderson. Up top, Birch. Birch will drive on Hill, take it to the lane, up and in. Reynolds can't do anything to stop him. He's already got 2 fouls. So as the Bears drive the lane, it puts Reynolds in a tough spot. He either lets him go or he gets his foul. And the Bears score again. Birch having a great night for Bear Lake. He's already got 8 of the Bear Lake Bears' 13 points. Hill with it for the Cougars will hand it to Brower. Brower lobs inside. Reynolds up, misses it off the rim. Rebound, and that's going to be foul number 3. Tafoya wrestled the rebound away, and as he spun away, Reynolds got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. couple substitutions coming in. I think it's a Beglin and Goodmanson coming back in for the South Fremont Cougars. And Reynolds and Hurt go to the bench. Roberts and Robinson off the bench for the Bears. They'll come in at the next dead ball as well. Anderson's going to kick to the corner to Tafoya. Tafoya underneath to Ewing. Ewing up and in. Nice move. Bears on the board. Cut the lead to 8. It was a dozen just a minute ago. The Bears would cut it down to 8. But there's an easy bucket inside as the nice pass into the interior. I think that was Goodmanson that got that easy bucket. And Ewing in the corner with it. He'll spin down the lane, stop, shoot, score. Nice move there by Ewing to find himself wide open. The Bears keeping it at 8 at 25-17. The Cougars have led by as many as 12. Brower loses it on the floor. They're going to say jump ball. It'll stay South Fremont basketball. As Anderson picked his pocket, and Saxton and Tafoya go to the bench. Roberts and Robinson check in. Hurt will check in for the Cougars, and Hill will check out. Brower will be the trigger man on the baseline. And he's looking. He's going to come clear up top to Hurt near midcourt. Hurt will go over to Farley, and the Cougars will set the offense. Beglin down the lane. And they're going to say he was fouled before the shot. Fouled on the drive.
That goes on Robinson, his second.
So the foul before the shot, and it will just be an out-of-bounds play. Brower will trigger again. The Bears have done a good job of keeping the Cougars from getting it into the interior, which is what they're trying to do on these inbounds. Brower drives on Anderson, pulls it back out, spins, fouled.
Yeah, Anderson reached in, picked up his second.
If he finds himself in trouble, he's got the ability to draw the foul on every possession. Brower is just exceptional at getting that contact. And so he goes back to the foul line with a chance to extend the lead, and he does. He missed the last two. He makes this one. So now he's 3 out of 5 on the night from the foul line in a 26-17 game. And misses the second one. Rebound, though, is taken by Goodmanson, and he gets the bucket to go. And it's a three-point play backward style. Make the first foul shot, get the rebound and the putback till we get the 3 points. Ewing with it up top on the wing. He's going to go cross court now to Birch. Birch will give it to Robinson, top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. Yes!
Pretty
There's a
release.
U-save, Phillips 66. Yeah, for
That
the
was
big
a
guy.
pretty
Nice
shot.
28-20. Robinson, Gavin Robinson gets the first U-save. Phillips 66 three-point make of the game for the Bear Lake Bears. Goodmanson misses. Rebound, though, in the corner is going to be still loose, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay South Fremont basketball. As Beglin was able to save it, the Bears could not bring it down. And
Hill coming in for Farley.
with 31-second shot clock, 2:20 game clock in the second period, the South Fremont Cougars will have the ball. Brower walks it in the front court. Cougars went on a run and pushed the lead up to a dozen. The Bears have fought back and kept it around 8 ever since. They're playing pretty even as Brower drives, and he'll kick it in the corner to Hurt. Hurt back up top to Brower. Brower being defended there by Robinson. And he'll come up top to Hill. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brower misses the three. And they call the foul on Goodmanson. It'll be Bear Lake basketball.
I'm not sure what their crowd is wanting.
So they thought that Birch was called for the foul on the box out. And Birch had a good position on the inside. And the official called Goodmanson for the foul. And the South Fremont coaches thought the foul was on Birch. Roberts shoots the three. No good. Rebound is going to be Bear Lake basketball. So the Roberts three just off the back of the rim, a little bit too hard. But Anderson was able to force the errant rebound, and Robinson in the corner, now to Birch. Birch to Ewing. Ewing over to Anderson. Now to Ewing. He'll go to Roberts. He'll cut the lane. Roberts will drive. Floater. Yes! Floater goes in for Roberts. The teardrop falls on the baseline. It's a 6-point game. 28-22 with 1:13 left. Brower down the lane. Kick. Hurts. 3. Yes. You say Phil 66 3-point shot to stop the Bear Lake run. Bears had cut it to 6. Roberts.
Yeah, he did.
Pump faked the 3. Tried to drive. He drug his pivot foot.
Farley coming back in for Brower.
And the 9-point lead, the long ball, is what the difference in this game by far. One made USAA Phillips 66 3-point ball for the Bears. That was Robinson. Everything else for the Bears coming on the inside, where the Cougars shoot for the perimeter. Not that time, though, as Hill goes down the lane, gets the 8-foot runner to go, and it's back to an 11-point game just like that. The 5-0 run for the Cougars. Birch going to lob it cross court to Ewing. Ewing drives the lane. He gets tied up. He'll go to Roberts. Roberts over to Birch. Birch, he's going to drive baseline. Nothing there. In fact, Hill takes it away. Hill picked his pocket quickly up ahead. Goodmanson drives the lane and gets it to go. He's fouled. 3-point play opportunity for Goodmanson as he went down the lane. And what was a 6-point game at 28-22 has exploded in favor of the Cougars. They have scored the last 7, and Goodmanson has a chance to make it 8 and make it a 14-point game. 13-point game right now, which is the large lead to the game for South Fremont. Goodmanson's foul shot is short. Roberts gets the rebound. He'll bring the ball into the front court and set the offense for the Bears. It goes to Birch. Birch to Anderson. 9 seconds left. Anderson backs it out. Goes to Robertson, top of the key. In the corner to Roberts. Roberts down the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to line. He'll shoot 2.
Great move inside.
With 0.6 seconds left, Roberts pump faked the 3. Got himself down the lane. He'll go to line. He'll shoot 2 to try to cut into this 13-point lead. Roberts had double figures in South Fremont, and he's having a good scoring game so far tonight. Well, scoring tonight. Misses the first. He'll have one more. 35-22. 0.6 seconds, so if Roberts doesn't make it, it's just a tip. And that's it. That's the end of the first half. The score at the end of the half after Roberts goes 0 for 2 from the foul line is 35-22. We'll take a... Well, let's watch this. We'll stay right here. Let's let the cheerleaders perform. Give you a chance to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime as the Bear Lake High School cheerleaders, the district champs in their show routine out there. They'll perform some stunts before we go to the halftime break. We'll remind you they are headed to state. 2 weeks from today, they'll be at the state tournament, the state meet, I guess it is, cheer competition at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. The Bear Lake High School cheerleaders representing us well. And they're headed to the state competition after doing well in district. So, Lisa, who did the scoring in the first half, starting with the first Cougars?
All right.
South Fremont Cougars.
Farley is leading with 12 points. 6 points for Brower, 6 for Hurt, 6 for Goodmanson. Then they have 2 for Heel, 2 for Gordo. That's wrong. That should be 8 for Goodmanson, and then 1 for Reynolds. I gave that Goodmanson basket, the first one he made, I gave it to the wrong person. So they're shooting 52% overall. They're 8 out of 13 at 61% from the 2-point line, 5 out of 12 at 41% from the 3-point line, and 4 out of 9, 44% from the foul line. 16 rebounds so far for the Cougars, and 5 of those are offensive, 11 defensive, excuse me. They have 4 steals as a team, and turnovers, 4 turnovers. 2 fouls at the half for Reynolds, 1 for Farley, 1 for Goodmanson, 1 for Beglin, and 1 for Hurt. And then for the Bears, leading in the scoring column, Birch has 8, 3 for Tafoya, and 6 for Ewing, 3 for Robison. That's their 20. They have 35% shooting overall. They're 6 out of 15, 40% from the 2-point range. 1 out of 5 at 20% from the 3-point range, and 5 out of 9, 55% from the foul line. The Bears have 14 rebounds, 3 offensive, 11 defensive, 2 steals. They have 7 turnovers as a team. Fouls, Anderson with 2, Birch with 2, Robison with 2, then Tafoya, Saxton, and Ewing each with 1. The Cougars outscored the Bears 22-9 in the first quarter and 13-11 in the second quarter. And South Fremont Cougars lead at the half, 35-20.
So just like in South Fremont, the difference in the game is the three-point shooting. In South Fremont, they outscored the Bears from the three-point line, came away with the 6-point win. Here in Bear Lake, in the first half, they're outscoring the Bears by 12 from the three-point line, and they are up by 13 at the half. The difference is the three-point shooting, and Brower is a difference maker. He gets himself to the line or he gets his teammates open. He's hard to defend as he drives the lane. He's a great shooter from the outside. You got to respect the outside shot, but when you close out on him, he's likely to drive, and that's what he's been doing in the first half. For the Bears, it's the inside presence. For Birch and Ewing, being able to get some shots to go from the inside, especially Birch early in that first quarter. He scored most of the Bears' points early on by getting himself into the interior and getting himself to the foul line. The Bears have got to see more of that and better perimeter defense if they're going to come back in this one. This game ultimately does not matter as far as final standings for either team. They're both headed to their district tournaments, and their regular seasons as far as district play are wrapped up. For the Bears, they start district tournament play on Monday night. They go to Snake River, so we'll be headed to Blackfoot. Yes, I know it's President's Day. It doesn't matter. We got to get the games in when we can get them in. And the girls...
And they try not to interfere with the girls' state.
The girls' state, yep. Because the girls' state tournament starts on Thursday, the boys' district tournament is Monday and Wednesday, and then Saturday night. So Bears will play in Snake River on Monday, and then if they'll play at Marsh Valley or at American Falls on Wednesday. And the reason I'm confident it's on the at is because the Bears are the number 4 seed, and the higher seed always hosts. So even if the Bears were to pull off the upset victory over Snake River on Monday night, they would still be the road team when they played on Wednesday. So that's the schedule for the boys. District tournament play starting on Monday night. Last night, if you didn't join us or didn't see it, I got to talk about how the game started. Talk about sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And the Bear Lake Bears and the Marsh Valley Eagles have both had teams, both have kids injured the entire season that haven't been able to play. And so last night, they started them. Both teams started their injured players. They allowed the opening tip. The Bears allowed the opening tip to go straight to Marsh Valley. They threw it underneath to their injured player for the easy layup. The Bears then quickly inbounded it, threw it down the court to our injured player, Tyken Carlisle, who was standing underneath the hoop, and he made a layup. So the game started 2-2 because neither team played defense on the other team and just allowed the easy buckets. So their injured players could have a chance to score. It was especially important for Evans, the Marsh Valley player.
Night.
It was senior night. So he got to start on his senior night, and he got to score on his senior night. He made the 2 points early. It made it even better at the end of the game. The Bears left him wide open for 3 with about 30 seconds left, and the game already decided on the scoreboard. They allowed him to come in the game, and the Bears left him undefended. He shot a 3, missed it, and 2 rebounds later, the third attempt, he scored the 3-point shot, and he ended up with 5 points on his senior night. Great show of sportsmanship by both teams. But Marsh Valley to suggest that and have the easy buckets at the beginning for both players. And then the Bears at the end for recognizing that the final score didn't matter. The game had been decided, and it was just a matter of giving Evans a memory. His final shot of his high school career was a made 3-point bucket.
We're still not positive what his injury was.
So in the pregame, when they introduced him for senior night, I'm like 98% sure they said it was a back injury.
Yeah.
And
the way he was moving, I would guess that. But
and when he did come in for that last 30 seconds when the Bears had the ball, he did not play defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he stood in front of his own bench while the game was going on at the other end of the court. It was like one of those things you do not go anywhere near where you could even accidentally get hurt. So that was kind of a cool show of sportsmanship by both teams last night in the final game of the year for Marsh Valley and the final district game of the year for the Bear Lake Bears over there in Marsh Valley.
Yep.
So girls off to state, cheerleaders off to state, wrestlers off to district tournament, boys basketball off to district tournament. That'll be our next broadcast. It'll be Monday night from Snake River. We'll be back with the second.
Hey, just a minute. We need to remind people what's going on.
Snowball dance.
Snowball dance tonight. It's the 36th annual, and it's Timeless Romance. And you can dress up like a timeless romance couple, Fred and Wilma, or I don't know who you got. Jared and Lisa, if you want.
Yeah, we're old enough to be timeless.
Make sure you have a box of tissues with you when you go in if you're going to be us two tonight, because we're sick.
Lisa especially. I was kind of pleasantly surprised when she walked in the door tonight, because I left her home and I didn't think she was going to be even able to make it over here. So appreciate her coming.
Yeah.
But head out to the snowball dance. It starts at 7. So
and it's a fundraiser for the hospital auxiliary. It's a great fundraiser. They're trying to raise money to help pay for the cardiac CT machine, which can be a lifesaver for somebody.
It can.
In a heart emergency, cardiac emergency. So, go support them.
Yeah, it goes from 7 to 11. So even if you're a little bit late because you are watching this game and waiting for it to finish up, they'll be there till 11. There's great door prizes. You can enter into the raffle and chance to win some fabulous prizes. So head on out to the snowball dance.
Fun music, good time.
Okay, we got 30 seconds now to take a break, catch your breath. We'll be back with the second half of Bears basketball on the SVI Sports Network right after this.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Brower, Hill, Hurt, Reynolds, and Farley out there for the Cougars. Tafoya, Anderson, Saxton, Birch, and Ewing on the court for the Bears as we get ready to start the second half in a 35-22 ball game. The South Fremont Cougars, courtesy of the USAID Phillips 66 long ball, lead it as we start the second half by 13. The Bears will have the ball. The Bears will be headed from right to left as you hear it, and we see it. For those of you listening on the radio, for those of you watching, that's pretty obvious, but I have to say it anyway.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us. If you're listening on the radio on the wave, 104.5 FM, 1450 AM on your radio dial, as Ewing can't get it to go, and Reynolds, who starts the second half, gets the rebound for the Beavers. He is starting. Who started in the first half in his place, or did he start?
He did. He started. Oh, no, he came off the bench.
And I'm looking down on the bench, and they've only got 2 players. Reynolds misses. Ewing gets the rebound. Carpenter started the first half, and he's not. Oh, there he is. He just rejoined his team on the bench. So hopefully, I was going to make sure that we didn't have an injury. As Birch misses, the rebound goes to Farley. So the Bears start 0 for 2. The Cougars 0 for 2. Brower, Farley, Hill, back to Brower. Brower looking underneath. Saxton knocks it away from him. He gets it back. 15-second shot clock, so he's got plenty of time. He drives, shoots, gets it to go. He was trying to draw the foul. Saxton did a good job avoiding the contact, but he gets the bucket to go. You almost got to foul him to stop him. Inside it goes to Birch. Turnaround jumper, no good. A nice spin move but it doesn't go, and Reynolds with another rebound up quickly. Farley kicks it to Hill. Hill will shoot the three. No good. Ewing with the rebound. We played a minute and a half, and somebody forgot to take the lids off the buckets at halftime.
Yep.
Ewing up top goes to Birch. Pump fake, drive, miss. Reynolds with the rebound. Birch was trying to draw foul number 4 there on Reynolds. Doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the bucket. And Brower walking into the front court. We played almost 2 minutes of basketball without anybody scoring here in the second half. It's still 37-22. Reynolds turnaround jumper, no good. Birch with the rebound. He goes up ahead to Anderson. Anderson all the way to the hoop, and he misses. Reynolds with another rebound. Anderson got himself open down the lane, quickly up ahead. Brower gets it back. He'll now drive, spin, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
That goes on Anderson. That's his 3rd.
And Brower disappointed in himself that the shot didn't go, but he'll go to the foul line. Chance to get into double figures. He's got 8. First shot goes. He's now 5 out of 7. And Coach Trevor Ward for the Bear Lake Bears says, I've seen enough. We need to talk about the second half slow start. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
High school sports coverage lives here on the SVI Sports Network. Let's get back to the game.
Brower at the foul line. He has a chance to extend this 16-point South Fremont lead. And his foul shot is good. He's now 4 out of 6. No, 6 out of 8 at the line tonight. He's got 10 points. And he's got all the points in the second half for both teams as the Bears turn it over. Anderson's pass too high. It goes into the Bear Lake bench. And Brower has 4 in the second half. He's the only person on either team to score. Farley with it up top. He gives it to Hurt. Hurt goes inside to Reynolds. It's knocked away from him, but it goes right to Brower. Now he gets it inside to Reynolds. Pump fake, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2, so a trip right back to the foul line. It's 39-22 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, count on them to care. And if you're watching from home right now, I hope you're getting ready to go to the snowball dance.
I do too.
Hope that's why you're watching us at home. And you're going to go to the Bear Lake Memorial Auxiliary sponsored snowball dance, trying to buy a cardiac CT machine. As Reynolds makes the first, misses the second. Birch up high for the rebound for the Bear Lake Bears. It's a 40-22, all South Fremont in this one so far. Bears struggling to score in the second half. Ewing spin, shoot, score, and he draws the foul. Tate Ewing with a nice spin move, goes baseline, puts it in off the board, and he'll go to the foul line with a chance for a 3-point play.
That's Reynolds' 4th. And he'll come out of the game, be replaced by Goodmanson.
And Ewing will shoot a foul shot attempt here. Birch, the leading scorer for the Bears, with 8. Ewing misses that foul shot. He's also got 8, so both players with 8 points on the night for the Bear Lake Bears. And Brower kicks it to Hill. Now to Farley, back to Brower. Brower drives, spins, kicks to Goodmanson. Back to Brower, top of the key. Very similar to Marsh Valley, where everything goes through the point guard. That's how these South Fremont Cougars play. And there's another USAV Phil 66 3-point make.
They are
for
good
Hill.
perimeter shooters, outer perimeter.
So spin move by Birch, gets it up and in. Nice move.
Great move.
Bears dominating the paint, but the Cougars dominated the scoreboard because the USAV Phillips 66 long ball. I compare Brower to Smith for Marsh Valley because, you know, for Bear Lake, Anderson handles the ball a lot, but there's a lot of ball movement. There's a lot of screens. For the most part, the ball is in Brower's hands. Goodmanson with the spinning shot in the lane. The spinning shot in the lane. He gets it to go back to a 19-point game at 45-26. Saxton spins down the lane, gets it into Birch. Nice pass, nice shot. Good finish by Brock Birch. Bears starting to score, but they're far in a hole. They've got a long way to go to dig themselves out of this one. Hill down the lane. His shot, no good, into the hands of Saxton. Saxton will push it into the front court to Anderson. Now to Ewing on the baseline. Ewing back up top. Saxton thinks about the three. Probably should have shot it when he had the opportunity. He'll now give it to Birch. They'll reset the offense. Ewing will bring it up top. Ewing down the lane, spin.
Great move by Ewing.
The South Fremont crowd wanted a travel call, no call, 45-30. Bears starting to put the points on the board here at the end of the third quarter. And the pass inside, and it's still on the floor. The Bears are going to get it as Birch knocks it over to Saxton. Saxton will push it in the front court. Nice pass to Foya. Layup is good, and the foul. So Saxton with a beautiful bounce pass as Tafoya was driving the lane and draws the foul.
That foul goes on Hurt, his second.
So the Bears have a chance to complete the three-point play.
All right, and a Beglin coming in for Hurt. And for the Bears, Saxton comes out and Robinson in.
Tafoya misses the three-point play opportunity, but Birch gets the rebound. His putback is good, so a 4-point play for the Bears. All of a sudden, it's an 11-point game. Timeout. South Fremont, it's a 60. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Find local scores from around the region after the game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
The Bears on a little bit of a run here have cut the lead down to 11 at 45-34. It's the closest they've been since before halftime. The Cougars led it by 13 at the half. The Bears have are down by 11 here. Goodmanson changes that quickly with another
rhythm shooter.
Phillips 66 3-point make. You say Phillips 66 live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. At that timeout, Roberts checked in the game for Tafoya. Ewing down the lane, shoots, misses, rebound to a Beglin. And now Hill will shoot the three. No good, rebound to Ewing, and he's fouled. I thought that one was going to go. That was a good look, right? We had a great view of that one, just a little bit long, and the high in the air to secure that rebound was Tate Ewing for the Bears.
Farley picks up his second, and Hill will be replaced by Hurt on the floor.
48-34, 2:22 left in the third period. The Cougars in the lead by 14 over the Bears. Anderson goes to Birch. Birch looking inside. Now he's going to drive, get himself to the hoop. Up, no good. Left it just short, didn't get over the rim. Rebound goes to Hurt, and Brower pushes it quickly in the front court. Down the lane to Goodmanson, back to Brower. Brower around the screen. Drives baseline, cut off there by Birch, kicks out a Beglin. He drives baseline, he's cut off by Birch. Robinson comes away with it after Birch knocked it away. Good defense by Birch there. Gets it quickly to Ewing. Oh, should have been an assist. Ewing shot rolls out. Bears miss an opportunity there. Brower down the lane. And he commits the offensive foul.
Yes. Good job by Birch to hold his ground there. That's Brower's first.
I think Anderson reached in and kind of tied him up a little bit, and as he lowered his head to try to regather the ball, ran over Brock's Birch, and the offensive foul call gives Bear Lake the ball after the turnover. Anderson over to Roberts, now to Ewing. Ewing looking inside. It's not there, so he'll bring it back out to the top, and a Beglin fouls him.
His second.
As Ewing had to pick up his dribble, and Beglin got just a little bit too close for comfort, knocked him over. That should be foul shots for Ewing. That is the 5th team foul, so Tate Ewing will go to the foul line in a 14-point game, 48-34 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, count on us to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Ewing now with 11 after the first foul shot goes. He's got 11. Birch has 14. The interior game is working for the Bears, but it's the long ball working for the Cougars, and that's why they have this double-digit lead. Ewing makes the second. The lead is a dozen. Hill will bring the ball into the front court. Goes to a Beglin. Beglin down the lane. He's fouled.
That foul goes on Robinson, his third.
Ewing had picked his pocket and was frustrated and saying, hey, I didn't foul him. You were right, Tate. You didn't foul him. It was your buddy that reached in beforehand. Pass comes in to Goodmanson at half court. He'll go to a Beglin over to Hurt. Bears trying to keep the ball out of Brower's hands right now, and they're doing a good job of it. He hasn't touched it on this possession yet. And Goodmanson dribbles it off his own foot but picks it back up. Hurt goes to Hill. Now finally to Brower. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brower drives baseline, cut off. He'll throw it clear back up top. Hill will shoot the three.
Oh, that was a deep three.
Dagger shot. Bears played
Holy moly.
33 seconds of great defense, and late in the shot clock, the three from Hill just to beat the shot clock. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And it's back to a 15-point lead. Ewing drives, shoots, misses. Rebound goes to Robinson. He'll come out to Anderson. Anderson shoots the three, no good. Right into the hands of a Beglin. A Beglin quickly up ahead. Hurts back to a Beglin. He misses the pass, but it went straight to Goodmanson. Goodmanson commits the foul on the rebound after he missed the shot.
That will be his second.
It should send Birch to the foul line at the other end, shooting two. 12.1 seconds left to go in the third period, 51-36 South Fremont, but Brock's Birch, who's got 14 in the game, can add to his total and cut into this lead. It was 13 to start the third period. It is 15 right now. Bears have had it to as little as 11. The Cougars have had it to as many as 19. Birch's first foul shot hits every part of the rim and then the bottom of the net. It's good.
Carpenter back in the game now for Brower.
Carpenter started the game, and this is the first time he's been in since then. He went out early and just barely came back on the court. Birch's second one is short. Rebound goes to Hill. Hill quickly into the front court with it. Loses it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Bears basketball. Bears will have 6 seconds to try to get a shot off to cut into this 14-point lead. Anderson bring it into the front court, spin down the lane all the way to the hoop, lay it up and in. Nice move by Caden Anderson, finishes with the left hand, and it's a 12-point South Fremont lead. 60 seconds. We'll be back. Fourth quarter coming up on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Let's get back to the game with Jared and Lisa live on the SVI Sports Network.
Starters on the court for the Bears, Saxon, Tafoya. Out there with Anderson, Ewing, and Birch. For the Cougars, it is Hill, Brower, Farley, Reynolds, and Hurt. Reynolds, top of the key, will shoot the three, miss it, and the rebound to Tafoya. So a quick miss for the Cougars, and here come the Bears with a chance to cut into this lead. They cut 1 point off the lead is all in the third quarter, but it was actually more than that because the Cougars had ballooned that lead to about 19 points before the Bears fought back and only trailed by 12. Anderson to the hoop, misses it. Rebound to Hill. Nice move by Anderson, but it was too hard off the backboard and no good. Farley kick it to Brower. Brower baseline. Throws it away, but Hill will run it down. And Hurt will get it back to Farley. Farley had a dozen points in the first half, hasn't scored in the second, and then Reynolds travels with it. He can't believe it, but he's called for the travel. So the Bears will get the ball back. Chance to get it back to single digits. That would be big if they could get it in to 10 or under on this possession. Cross court, it goes to Saxton. Saxton to Birch, top of the key. Now to Anderson. Anderson around the screen. Saxton in the corner looking inside for Birch. Not there, so he'll come up top. Ewing. Ewing for three from straight away. Yes! USAA Phil 66 three-point shot. Gets it under 10 for the first time in quite a while. 51-42, 6:40 left in the game. Still chance for the Bears to come all the way back. Birch and Ewing, 15 points each, leading the way for the Bears. Pass goes inside to Hill. He can't handle it. Good defense by the Bears. And the Bears have a chance to cut further into this lead. They have the ball. They've scored 5 in a row, dating back to the end of the third period. Anderson being defended by Brower. He'll get it to Ewing out near the center court circle. Now back to Anderson. Ewing on the wing. Cross court. Tafoya. Tafoya drives into a 12-foot jumper. Misses. Rebound is going to be taken by Brower. And here come the Cougars. Cougars would probably be better served to play very patient offense, take time off the clock on each possession. Instead, they just make a three-point shot as Hill says, nah, let's not take time off. Let's pad the lead, and gets the USAA Phil 66 three-point bucket to go, 54-42. Bears are trading 2 for 3 late on most of these possessions. Bears only have 2 made three-point shots in the game. Anderson has it knocked away. Farley up ahead to Brower. Brower will smartly slow it down. Give it to Hill on the trailer. He gives it to Farley. Back up top to Hill. And 5.5 minutes left in the game as Reynolds has it on the perimeter. He's looking for the cutter from Hurt. Instead, he'll go corner to Farley. Farley up top, Hill. Hill back to Brower. Brower drives, scoops, scores, fouled. He'll go line for the three-point play opportunity. And just like that, the 9-point game is back to a 14-point game, and Brower can make it 15.
Ewing picking up his third.
Brower's just so quick to the hoop, and he finishes well.
Yep.
So Brower back to the foul line. He's got a dozen points on the night, make it 13, as he's now like 7 out of 9, I believe, from the foul line. He was 9 out of 10 in the first game, and he's got a lot from the foul line in this game.
6 out of 9, actually.
6 out of 9?
Mm-hmm.
Farley picks the pocket of Saxton and into the front court. Hill, why not? Another USAV Phil 66 3-point shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. It's a 9-0 run. Hill with 6 of those 9 points from the USAV Phil 66 3-point line. USAV Phil 66 live field to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. We'll keep it right here as it's just a 30-second timeout. We'll also thank Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare for sponsoring our scoreboard. Count on us to care. Visit blmhospital.com.
And our three-pointer sponsored by USAV Phillips 66. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Gunderson's Ace Hardware, the helpful place located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa Know-How.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, your drugstore, and a great deal more.
Simplot, committed to safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit simplot.com.
And Gary H. Tusher, CPA, Lenhart Distributing, Flying S Title, Southeast Idaho Steel, Mountain Valley Dental, and Samson's Island Grill. Thank you to all of them for their sponsorships as well.
And don't forget Samson's Island Grill, still the Southeast Idaho Steel sponsors our Steel Man of the Game, which we award after every game, the Steel Man of the Game. If you need anything, as Brock's Birch making a case for that, he's now got 17. So he gets the foul line jumper to go. The Steel Man of the Game sponsored by Southeast Idaho Steel. To Brower, being defended by Tafoya, comes clear across the top, and he'll hand it to Hurt. Hurt lobs inside to Reynolds. Reynolds spins down the lane, up no good. Rebound taken by Ewing. Reynolds had the mismatch against Saxton. Saxton did a good job of not letting him get a perfectly clean look at it. Anderson go to Birch. Birch back to Anderson. Saxton, quick three, no. A rebound to Hurt. Saxton had a good look, doesn't go. And with 4:08 left, it's a 16-point ball game. Cougars to Brower for three, in and out, and stays out. Birch with the rebound. Anderson will bring it in the front court. These South Fremont Cougars have never seen a three-point shot they didn't want to take.
And they make most of them, is the thing.
Birch draws the foul inside as he crosses the lane.
That goes on Farley, his third. All right, Saxton coming out, Tafoya coming out, being replaced by Roberts and Robison.
3:50 left in the regular season for the Bear Lake Bears and the South Fremont Cougars. The Cougars lead it by a score of 60-44. Roberts will bring it in to Anderson near midcourt now to Birch. Birch back to Anderson. Anderson looking for Birch. Now up top, Ewing to Anderson inside Birch. Roberts, corner three on the way. Yes! There's a USAV Phil 66 3-point make by Cameron Roberts. Cuts the score to 13 at 60-47. 3:31 left. 5-point run here for the Bears. The Cougars led it by 18. Now they only lead it by 13, but a lot of work for the Bears to do as Brower to Reynolds, top of the key. Reynolds over to Brower, wing, look inside, Farley, spin. Swatted by Brock's Birch, but it goes out of bounds. It'll still be South Fremont basketball. As Brower's turnaround jumper was swatted into the front row. Hill gets it to Brower. Inside it goes to Beglin. His shot up, no good. Rebound to Ewing, who had the defense on the play, gets the rebound as well. And here come the Bears with a chance to cut further into this lead. Ewing into Birch. Birch back up top. Anderson straight away from three. No. Rebound off of a Beglin. I think Robinson got away with the hold there. Beglin only had one hand to try to bring that one in. It'll be Bears ball, baseline.
Hurt coming back into the game for Farley.
Roberts will be the trigger man for the Bears on the baseline with 2:53 left. He'll get it into Birch. Birch up top to Anderson. Anderson corner, Roberts three on the way. Oh, no good, but Ewing gets the rebound. Robinson down the lane is taken away by Hill. Bears wanted to travel. Cougars want a foul. Neither one's called. And to the hoop is Brower. Yes, and Robinson picks up the foul. He just made a good luck move baseline. Roberts forced him away from the hoop so he couldn't go right at it. Robinson came over to help defense, and that's what a good player does. He gets it to go anyway and gets the foul.
Yeah, Roberts picks up the foul, his first.
62-47.
Goodmanson back in the game.
Brower back to the foul line. He's been there all night long, it seems like, and he makes another one. 8 out of 10. I believe that makes him from the foul line, and here come the Bears. Now down again by 16. Every time the Bears start to make a run, the Cougars have an answer. Roberts to Birch on the wing. Birch to Robinson down the lane. Spins. Nice move. And Robinson gets a bucket. It's down to a 14-point game, but too little too late for the Bears, especially the way these Cougars shoot. Speaking of shooting, Beglin misses that one. Roberts will get the rebound. Smartly slows it up and brings it in the front court now. Bears take a timeout. It's a 60. We'll be back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
And now, back to the game with more live coverage of Bears basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
The seniors back on the court. I'm sure this is the way of saying, hey, let's finish your last game on your home court, as Tafoya, Saxton, and Anderson back in. Tafoya to the hoop, misses, and the rebound to a Beglin. Quickly up ahead, Brower will now hand to Farley, back out top. Brower, and now to Hurt. Hurt will go to Farley, and Farley drives on Anderson all the way down the lane, gets it to Hurt. Hurt for three, misses that one. Going to foul on the rebound. We'll go get South Fremont.
That goes on Goodmanson, his third.
And only the second team foul of the quarter, so it'll be Bears basketball in the backcourt. Anderson quickly up ahead to Ewing. Ewing is going to drive, be cut off, kick it to Anderson. Anderson will drive, kick it to Tafoya. Now Saxton, jumper, no. A rebound to Goodmanson. And Anderson picks up the foul in the backcourt with 1:18 left.
That's his fourth.
He fouled out against these guys up in South Fremont. Maybe he's trying to replicate that tonight.
I think he's just working really hard. Hill coming back in for Brower.
Brower finishes the night with 16. He had himself quite a night for the Firth Cougars. They lead it by 14. Farley brings it in the front court. Goes to a Beglin. A Beglin steps out of bounds. Good defense there by Ewing to force a Beglin to take a small step backwards. He stepped on the baseline. And the Bears bring it in the front court. 1:08 left in the regular season for these two teams. Ewing's shot is no good, but gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. Still won't be a shooting situation, though, so the Bears will inbound baseline.
That foul on a Beglin, his third.
1:01 left as the Bears inbound baseline. Tafoya gets it inside. Birch, no good. It's blocked. He gets his own rebound. He gets this one to go, and the foul. So Birch back to the foul line. He's got 19 and has a chance to go over 20. Brox Birch having a great scoring night. Him and Ewing have both scored the ball well. They have together 34 of the Bears' 51 points.
Goodmanson picks up his fourth. and leaves the court. Brower back on the court for the Cougars.
Birch gets the foul shot to go. And the little mini run for the Bears has the lead back to 11. Tafoya commits the foul in the backcourt.
His second.
52.4 seconds left. And now both teams with 4 fouls, so we will shoot foul shots down the stretch. And ball comes into Farley. Farley's going to spin, go down the lane, kick it. Beglin, corner 3, no. Farley put back, yes. Didn't even hit the floor, just chucked it back up off the backboard and in, 65-52. Birch, Anderson for 3, yes. There's a Usain Phillips 66 3-point make for the Bears, and Anderson will foul out. So Caden Anderson leaves the floor on his senior night after his 5th foul. Makes the 3-point jumper to make it a 10-point game.
Argyle is going to come in for him.
It will send Brower to the line. He'll shoot 2. He's got 16 points on the night.
And Reynolds will come back in, replacing Hill.
Hill had quite a good shooting night as well. He finishes the night with 14.
Mm-hmm.
Brower's foul shot goes. He's almost in double digits just from the foul line. 9 out of 11 if I've kept it straight in my brain. And he's got one more. He misses. Rebound off of Brower, out of bounds.
Goodmanson coming back in for Brower.
Bears down by 11 with 28.8 seconds left. Tafoya will let the ball roll near half court before he picks it up to preserve clock. Ewing with it, gives it to Birch, now to Tafoya. Tafoya will shoot a 3, miss it. A rebound to a Beglin. As soon as they get into the front court, they can stop. And instead of Beglin shoots, and Ewing says, no thank you, and puts it in the front row. 10 seconds left, 66-55. I think the Bears would be content to let them run out the clock if they try not to shoot it. South Fremont will inbounds, go to Reynolds. Reynolds will kick it up top to Hill, and Hill will run out the clock now. And the Bears will lose their last game of the season by a final score of 66-55. Similar to what the computer said. The computer said it should be about an 8 or 9 point game. It's an 11-point game. The Cougars led it by 13 at halftime. They finished with an 11-point victory. Lisa, recap the scoring very quickly for the South Fremont Cougars.
All right. 17 points for Brower, 14 for Hill, 14 for Farley, 11 for Goodmanson, 6 for Hurt, 2 for... Sorry, that's 13 for Goodmanson, and then 2 for Reynolds.
We didn't even have him on the roster.
Yeah.
He didn't play in South Fremont. He comes in and gets 13 points on the night.
47% shooting overall for the Cougars. They were 13 out of 24 at 54% from the 2-point line, 10 out of 24, 41% from the 3-point line, and 10 out of 17, 58% from the foul line. 35 rebounds for the Cougars. For the Bears, high score, Birch with 20, 15 for Ewing, 5 for Tafoya, 5 for Anderson, 5 for Robinson, and 3 for Roberts. They shot 38%. They were 16 out of 40 at 40% from the 2-point range. They were 4 out of 12, 33% from the 3-point range. Excuse me, and 9 out of 16, 56% from the foul line. The Bears finished with 36 rebounds. Birch and Ewing both finished the night with a double-double, each of them with 10 rebounds. Great effort.
20 points for Birch and 15 points for Ewing, both of them double-double scoring column. But now they got Trevor Ward with the headset on. Coach, the difference in the game, 3-point shooting. 4 out of 12 for the Bears, which isn't bad. You'll take 4 out of 12. But they were 10 out of 24. They outscored you by 11 points on the night. but they outscored you at the 3-point line by 18. That's the difference in the game. Just phenomenal shooting for them, 41%.
Yeah, and those threes, most of them were way deeper than most high school three-point shooting. You know, and that stretch as a defense so far forced us to go man-to-man to try and stop it. They just had an unbelievable shooting night. I kept thinking they were going to slow down a little bit, but they never did.
Yeah, it was especially the first quarter. That was the difference in the game. They outscored you by 13 points in the first quarter. The rest of the game, you actually outscored them by 2 over the rest of the game. But it was mainly Hill and Farley. Farley started it off. He was 2 out of 2 to start the game from 3, part of that big run in the first quarter. Let's move on from this one. It's over.
Yep.
What do you got? Monday night, Snake River. Doesn't get any easier. The Snake River Panthers. Very different team than this one. These guys like to shoot the 3. Marsh Valley, like last night, likes to run the ball and shoot the 3. Snake River, a power inside game. They got 3 bigs. What do you do to stop them?
Do some push-ups and get ready.
Yeah, they mainly concentrate. They got the 6'10 guy, the 6'7 guy, and they bring a 6'5 guy off the bench. That's the story of how to beat the Snake River Panthers. And
we just got to get over the mental block, and I just want to see the rebounding battle look better for us than it did last time. That we're going to actually give them all we got and fight with everything we got. So
the first quarter has been your Achilles heel against them. You've actually played them fairly even most of the rest of the game. But in both games against them, you were down by 17 in one and 19 in the other at the end of the first period. Had to try to fight your way back the rest of the game. Played it fairly even in both games the rest of the way, but that's the tough thing, is to come out against those guys. They're big, and then with being at home, it's a tough battle, but good luck, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Wednesday night, you play either American Falls or Marsh Valley. Both of those teams you nearly beat at times this season, so good luck as you go forward. Anything can happen in this tournament. I want to see an upset.
Yep, I do too. So bad.
Thanks for coming up, Coach.
Okay.
And congratulations on your final game of the regular season here at home.
Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Trevor Ward. We'll see him Monday night in Snake River as the Bears start the district tournament as they take on the Snake River Panthers. And that's going to wrap it up for us. Lisa's sick. She wants to go home and get back in bed. And we need to get out of here. And we'll see you next time you hear from us. It'll be an audio-only broadcast Monday night,
yeah.
From Blackfoot, Idaho, as the Bear Lake Bears take on the Snake River Panthers in round 1 of the district tournament. So for everybody, for Ray Hill, Ray Henry, our cameraman, and his wife Kathy Henry out at the radio station, and for Zach doing the producing for us on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier
and Jared Hillier saying
good night, everybody.